mat, arrive in the moment. So we cease what we were doing before, just kind of exhale that energy away. And come right now into this loving awareness of your body and your breath. Allow yourself to feel stable and grounded, even in just a physical way to begin with. Feel a settling come into the mind as well as the body. Rest your eyes, rest your hands. Just gentle length and awareness of the center line. Let's just breathe about 5 times. Let's try to be still as you can. Just the movement of the breath. Let the brain rest upon the breath. Once more. Expand, stretch that inhale a little bit, and enjoy a deep release of exhale. Swallow to release your throat. Rest your hands together, rest your arms into your body. Continue to feel where you touch the earth. So this is just a quiet moment for your own dedications or intentions, or just space to be. That breath is there throughout the practice. And let's join in the vibrations of the universe with the Om sound, or just hum your exhale. Take a deep breath in. As you finish that exhale, notice how the breath has a vibration. And then weave your fingers together. Engage your low belly towards your spine here so you can sit tall. And press up towards the sky, shoulders stay down. Inhale, press, gaze up. Exhale, twist just a little bit over to the right side. So strong in the core. Arms as straight as it feels good. So please take that attitude of compassion and kindness towards your body. One more time, give this patient energy. And then when you breathe out, release your hands. You come to the easy version where we support the twist and have a nice deep look back. Begin cultivating your drishti, which is your steady gaze. It's as much the mind as it is the eyes. Where the eyes go, the mind goes. So we just want to soften in the direction we're looking, like you're just traveling off your nose. And enjoy one more breath. Come back to center. Make sure your legs are fine. Weave your fingers the other way, so whichever way you usually do, undo that. Inhale, press up, shoulders down. Again, reach, gaze up, and then turn. So we're letting the eyes reach up into the top of the gazing up here. Not straining the eyes or the brain, but just upward gaze. Breathe in once more. Breathe out, release into easy twist. Now let the eyes go either forward off the nose or try side gazing. Some practices of yoga spend lots of time warming up the eyes. Just try to feel a little stretch with your eyes if you're trying to side gaze. And notice your breath when it leaves. Exhaling, come back to center. Fingers forward, hands behind you. Lean back into your hands, bend your elbows. Find that outward spiraling energy in the hands. Elbows draw towards each other, spreading across the heart center, and gaze downward. Try to see the tops of your cheeks. Deep breathing steadily through your nose. And begin to release your legs. Bring them out, rest your feet together. Draw your toes back. Point your toes away. And then reach out your arms beside your legs. Boat pose, tall spine, determination. Straighten out your legs if you want, or just work with the bent knee version to start. Strength, not strain. One more breath. And then release your feet in. Use your hands to guide them in. Bring your hands forward and release yourself from your seat to your tabletop. Cushion under your knees if needed. Nice open hands with an outward spiraling energy helps the shoulders find openness. Knees underneath the hips. Draw the belly up against gravity here. Just arrive in tabletop. And try to be neutral, gazing downward. Finding that uplift in the low belly. And then using that awareness of core to reach your right arm forward and your left leg back. If you need to just do the leg, that's okay. And it's more of an energy of reaching than height here. And this is a good exercise for our back muscles, our core muscles. Give it one more breath's energy. And notice when your exhale comes and use that to release. Let's pull back to quarter dog, toes not tucking this time, but finding those long arms, head down. And try to pull your hips back away from your hands. Create length in your arms and spine. Comes that calming quality of the forward fold. Breathe out. Breathe in, rise back to your table. And take the other side. Reach back your right leg. Reach forward your left arm. And let your concentration turn on. Third breath, just two more. So we really want to give all our energy to each pose. Not too much energy, but just the right amount. Give it a little bit of intensity. And then release. Tuck your toes under this time carefully. Think about them. You can't see them right now. Just try to get them nice and underneath as you go back. Mindful of the feet. Arms long, hands spread, head down. The shoulders stay off the ears, retaining that nice freedom in the neck. Deeply breathe one more time. Exhale, pull your hips away from your hands. And then inhale, draw your hands back so you can come to downward facing dog. Lift up off your knees. Come to the balls of your feet to start. Reset your hands if you need to. Find a nice uplift in your low belly, like you're piking your hips up. And then settle your heels downward and your head downward. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Alternating the knee bend slowly, reaching back through the other heel. Flying upward, low belly. And then exhale, reach both heels back, bow your head deeply, look back between your legs. Inhale, shift forward to plank pose. And exhale back to downward dog. Several times. So for me, this is a shortened plank, but you can work with that. Shift, back. Establish each shape one more time. And then step your feet to your hands and halfway lift. Breathe out, fold forward. Release your head towards your legs. Again, half lift. Again, forward fold, wherever your hands reach. However your legs bend is fine. Last time, half lift. Exhale, fold in. And this time, all the way up to standing. Rise up, reach up. Gaze up. Still inhaling, still reaching. When your exhale comes, release your hands to your heart. Lift your elbows. Pick up and replace each foot on the ground, creating a clear connection. With your eyes closed, try to lift your kneecaps. I'm just trying to activate leg muscles. Spread and relax feet into the earth, into the mat. Arrive. Inhale, Surya Namaskar, reaching for the sun. Exhale, fold, bowing. Half lift, look to the horizon. Exhale, step back to your balasana plank pose for 5 slow breaths. So if your knees are down, that's fine. Use this first bit to arrange. There's a determined pressing through the hands. The legs are strong, so the whole body is active here. Broad chest, broad upper back. 4th breath. Strong tummy. Draw your toes towards your navel. 1 more breath. Bring down your knees where they are and ease to the first upward dog of the practice. Arms are straight, knees back far enough so you have room to stretch your belly forward. Roll your inner thighs up so the low back has space. Gentle stretch of the belly. 1 more breath. And come to table and then to the downward dog shape. First moment to refine, and with practice we learn how to come into the poses. So you can do that rather quickly and then get right into the benefits of the pose, the breathing, the time. Last time, make sure your hands are released. Just like the feet, we want them to open and spread. Inhale, shift forward, step forward, and half lift, all in that 1 breath if possible. Nice slow exhale to find your forward fold, tipping forward in the pelvis. Release your spine. Inhale, a little bend in the knees to instigate that. Rise up, reach up, still breathing in, still reaching. And exhale, slowly settle to center, relax and release. And take your arms wide this time, like you're reaching up and wrapping your arms around the sun. And then take them wide and swan dive forward. Lead with your heart, wrap your legs with your hands and fold in. Hands to the front of the legs for the half lift. Exhale, take just the right leg back. And come to Anjaneyasana. So bring down your back knee. Let your front knee come towards the toes a bit. Low crescent lunge. Arms up. So there's a little back bend. Think about the upward dog shape, that lengthening, a little stretch in the belly. Front ribs down. 1 more breath. And hands down. Take your leg back. Stay on your knees, hug in your elbows, and shift forward. So let's try 5 breaths here from the knees. As much bend as you can do in your elbows. 2. Try to use your whole body. 4th breath. Last time. Inhale with determination, press your arms straight, come to up dog, stretch your belly forward. Flip over your feet, lift your hips up, come to down dog, stay for 5. Always free to use the quarter dog position. Just let the waves of breath travel through the pose. Whole body. Make sure your head is releasing any tension. Exhale back into the legs with your weight. Inhale, right leg forward, back knee down. Second side on Asana. Knee travels out towards the toes. Empty coat sleeves to start with the arms. Just feel them relax as you create the foundation. And then take up your arms, rest your hands together. Try to straighten and go gently back. The whole body is working together. So you attend to everything. Keep it compassionate for the entire body. One more time, deep breath. Exhale, release to center. Inhale, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in, repeating these movements, release tension. Inhale, wide arms, wrap around the sun, reach, reach. Exhale, come down into your heart center. Cross your right leg in front of your left. Take your right arm and bring it overhead, side bending. Gently catch your wrist to traction. So don't squeeze, but just hold on and gently open that side body. Eyes find a steady point. Third breath, just the right amount for you today. Enjoy your last breath. Do you have a little bit more space? Possibly just tuck in. And then carefully come back to center. Other side, step across, crossover twist, crossover side bend, upper arm, left arm up and over, shoulders off the ear. Gently take your hand and wrist. Steady your eyes and breath. The brain is curious about what the feet are doing here. Curiosity is nice, it's non-judgmental, just wondering, that's interesting. Next time you breathe in, release the pose. Bend your knees and turn out to either side on your mat and start flowing to side lunge each side. Bend your knee out towards your toes. Slightly turned out feet, comfortable turnout. Other side. Really take all the time you need to establish one and then press off. One more time, each way. Stay once you come back to your right side. Get nice and low, whatever that is for you. Try to straighten your neck, let your head just lengthen away from your spine. Exhale, press your foot, come to the other side for that hold. Resting on the bent knee or touching the floor. Check your spine for any tension. Breathing out. Inhale, straighten and come up. And let's turn to the left side for triangle pose. Turn your left foot to the back of your mat and angle in your right. Reach out your arms. So we feet are making little refinements right now to change from one pose to another. Use this inhale for stability and the exhale to come over and down. Perhaps just reaching your lower hand and not resting it today. Really feel the work of the legs and the core supporting the body. Gentle upward gaze. Trust your open feet. Breathe out One more time. Inhale, come up and change your legs back to the front of the mat. Stretch that in breath. Over and down. Exhale when you're ready. So we're lengthening the sides of the torso, keeping the tone in the low belly. So we're working from that belly center. Gently turn up your gaze. Just keep equal awareness in your arms. Even though you can see one but not the other, just have a real sense of feeling both. One more breath out. Inhale, rise up. Add knee bend for warrior B position. Maybe a little more space between your feet. Turn your head to look off your front fingers. Have that equal sense of the back arm. Just the deep breathing is moving here. Strong and stable in the standing poses. Breathe out again. Breathe in, change to the other side. Just turn around, bend your knee, turn your gaze. Concentrate on the sense of both arms equal. Or whatever equal is in your body is okay, of course. Eyes go steadily towards the horizon. And breathe in one more time. Breathe out, extended side angle. So keep your legs lean and reach. Let your top arm stay off your ear. So your shoulders off your ear. Come to the floor if you like, or use your bent leg. This is a great full body participating pose. Fourth breath out, one more time. Exhale, feel complete. Inhale, energy, help you come up. Change to the other side. Utthita Parasvatanasana. Find your lunge, lean and reach. Shoulder off the ear, gaze upward and out towards your hand. Considering going lower, if that works in your body today. And there's a very determined reaching of that upper arm. Ground into your back foot. Take one more deep breath. Exhale, reach a little bit more. Inhale, come on out. And turn to wide parallel feet, so still side on your mat. Find your prasarita, wide standing. Leave your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift your chin, stretch your chest. Exhale, bring your chin down towards your chest. Slightly drawing down in the arms. Take your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Enjoy a deep breath there. Roll through center, breathe again. Chest to the chin. That's our shoulder stand position, with the chest coming to the chin, not the other way around. And then roll your left ear towards the left shoulder. Just using the hands and arms to gently draw downward. You control the sensations. Just remember that loving attitude towards any tension. We're just trying to let go of tension, mental and otherwise. Back to center and lift your chin. Press back through your hands, stretch your chest, gaze down. Exhale, explore the forward fold. So you may bend your knees, hinge your hips forward, find your forward fold, and let your arms come carefully away from your back. Head just lengthens towards the floor here. A little gratitude for those feet and legs supporting this posture. Letting the senses and the brain be nourished with this upside down time. Breathe out once more. Inhale helps you come up. And exhale, relax. release your hands. Transition to turn out of the feet as far out as you can and not fall over. And then bend your knees towards your toes. Come around the center. Real sense of center and lowering here. Open feet. Be still. Right elbow underneath the left. Give your shoulders a big squeeze. Take a deep breath. This is a calming for your nervous system position. And then let's stay if you feel good here, or turn to eagle by bringing your hands together, fingers towards the sky, elbows slightly up, hips nice and low. Let your eyes rest or softly gaze through the hands. One more time, a deep breath. Going low with your hips, and then inhale, press straight, arms reach. Exhale down the center. Second side. The right elbow under the left. Wrap the shoulders, breath. Fingers towards the sky. Hips low, elbows lift. The eyes are so interesting here. If you keep them open and soft, you'll see your hands, you'll see everything around you. Just try to take it all softly. Detached gazing. Breathe out once more. Inhale out to star pose. Keep your front ribs down and your shoulders down. Let energy pour into your feet as you balance like this. Third breath. Let's really reach the hands and fingers this last breath. Stretch your fingers and hands. Spread them. And then relax. Bring them down. And step back to the top of your mat. Taking the strength and energy of the standing practice. Revolving triangle pose, right leg steps back, hips to the front. Breathe in, reach your right arm. Breathe out, forward fold. It's okay, there are lots of ways to work with this pose, but ground your lower hand, eventually come to the outside of your foot. And then open up like your triangle arms, reaching up and down. This is triangle B position, basically. Try to turn your eyes upward or wherever your arm is reaching. So creating a nice twist from a steady foundation. Take one more deep breath. Exhale when you're ready to center, and then another inhale to come up. And let's transition to warrior A. So a little more space between the feet, bend your front knee. Square, catching that top rim of the pelvis and grounding there. And today let's take the left arm up, shoulder down, bend your elbow, and use your other hand to support that. So try not to crunch your neck or head, work with yourself. Just assisting that arm back and down, whatever that is for you. No pressure on the head or neck. Concentrate, steady eyes off the nose. One more breath. Exhale, begin the releasing of all these actions. Return to the top. Free breath, second side. So really concentrating in order to do these poses. Really present. Take the time to set up your revolved triangle to the second side. Foundation set. Next time you breathe in, reach up your left arm. Breathe out. So keeping the hand on your other hand on the pelvis helps you guide that forward fold. And sweeping down, ground wherever it works on this side. Open out to the side. So the spine is long, the belly's toned, and the feet spread. Keep it positive. Know that it's impermanent. 4th breath, and one more. Exhale, release your twist, and inhale, come up, bend your knee, and I need a little more space between my feet for warrior, so create that. Still square to the front, ground the hips down, and taking your right arm up, the shoulder down. Bend your elbow, just try to come behind your head. And if possible, come over and support that work with the other arm. Trying to keep the front ribs a little bit grounded. Lots to concentrate on here, keeping your knee right over your ankle, spreading and pressing the feet to the earth, squaring the hips to the front, lifting the whole rib cage, not just the front. One more deep breath. And release your arms, lean forward, press your back foot, and return to the top. Let's work with tree pose. Just to visit the scrunch, have a wall of support if you like. Either side you want to start with, just let yourself create that shape, whichever side you want to. Where do you want your branch to be today? So all good. Work with yourself, maybe in a way that you don't usually practice it. It's okay to come right around your knee, but not to press into the knee itself. Find that notch at the top of the thigh if you like. And center. There's so much we have to let go of. Just try to concentrate on stillness. Use stillness of mind and breath and eyes. And just be really kind. If you need to come out and come back in, just do that. The thing is, we just keep trying the whole time. And there's not a lot of room for intrusion of the thoughts outside of this very moment. Maybe bringing just that love for trees, gratitude for trees. Let yourself radiate. The standing legs starting to get nice and tired. Let's bring the legs both to the earth for a moment. And shift into the other side. Work with yourself on this side. Lift out of your standing leg. Hip is helpful. Centering hands, definitely helpful. It can be one hand if you're using the wall too. And you can do branches or whatever you feel like. So there's a determination in just catching the pose to begin with. But then what can we soften? Just enough to maintain the shape. Let there be those elements of the joy that trees bring. Sharing the earth with them. Vrksasana. You'll feel lots of little adjustments in your feet. Totally fine. Just look for the little glimpses of stillness. And let us complete this side. Release it as you are ready. Have a moment on both feet, just taking in the effects, the benefits, the blood flow, the effect it has on your mind. And then bend your knees, reach up your arms, vrksasana, reach your hips way back. Open feet, lift your toes. Really try to reach the hands and hips away from each other. One more deep breath. And inhale, stand up. And exhale to forward fold. So a little bend in the knees, tip your pelvis, lengthen your spine. And you can do whatever you want with your arms. So I'm gonna keep my fingers in my low belly, draw the elbows back, just to find that uplift there. But you can do whichever arm position you like today. Hold your elbows. Maybe your legs will straighten a little bit more, but not locking the knees. One more calming breath. Exhale. And then release your hands to the floor and step your legs back. Come to your forearms. It's okay to use your knees down if you need to. Forearm position, and let's go over to the right side. So you can bring your knee down, be creative in forearm plank. 3. One more breath. Other side. Lift out of your shoulder. Reach up. Stack or stagger your feet. 3rd breath. Really press the earth with your elbow and forearm and hand. And then exhale. Come down to center on your belly. Bring your arms forward so you're comfortably in a back bend, and let the legs rest behind you. Just round the tops of the feet lightly. So just holding your opposite elbow. Sphinx pose variation. Let go of any efforts. Take it as a yin practice where you just hold the shape without engaging the muscles. Relax, enjoy your breathing. Try to have a peaceful position of your face. Let that just a softened, like a resting half smile. Not forced, but soft. We can create peace in our bodies, peace in our breathing, and some peace in our minds. Deeply breathe again. And then stretch out your right arm and roll over to that right side. Rest your head on your arm. Bring your other hand to your low belly for a moment and just draw it in. Find your balance on your side. Bend your top knee, reach for your foot, and just let your foot rest into your hand. Create a half bow shape. And however your head feels comfortable, just take care of that. And your arm. So this first one, we're just creating a light back bend, resting your ankle into your hand. Grounding that side body. And then draw your heel in towards your hip. So use your hand and your arm to draw your heel towards your hip. Compassionately opening that front thigh, front hip. 3rd breath, nice and slow ones. And last time, good sensation, keep it positive. Exhale when you are ready, release that connection and come to the other side. Roll through your belly, support your head on your arm. Other hand to your low belly to find that uplift. So we want our core engaged, and then bend your top knee. Bring your top hand down, catch your ankle or foot, and rest the foot into the hand. So you'll have a nice opening front chest and shoulder, front of the leg and hip. By lightly bringing the pelvis forward, you create a little back bend. Keep your eyes and your mind steady. And then second one, exhale, bend your elbow to draw your, now the hand brings the foot towards the hip. To your own degree. 5 breaths. Just be present with this different quality now that we're down in the ground. So we're being supported by the earth. Last time, release your breath. And release your pose. Just carefully release back to your belly. Press into the floor by your chest, forward and down with the hands, and then draw back into your favorite child's pose. So the toes are not tucked, knees are together or they're wide. And relax your arms and shoulders, relax your head. Feel your back rib cage with breathing. Last time. And let's spend a little time with both arms over to the right side. Just whatever that looks like for you, just to release our upper body as well. Notice how you're stretching in your low back as you breathe. One more exhale. Nice gentle release to the other side. Just a little bit of a lateral release. Fourth breath. Last one. Exhale to center. And let's come forward with the right knee. It's a variation of pigeon pose. And sit over onto the outside of your right hip. And bring in your back leg. So you have your legs staggered. You're the outside of your right hip and the inside of your back leg. And we'll come forward, just follow your chest to any degree. Spread your hands. One more breath, maybe take one step out further if you can, go a little bit more deeply. Use inhale to walk yourself back upright, and then exhale, twist to the back. Radiating from the center. Exhale when you're ready and release. And take your back leg, let's come to vrksasana from here. So keep the front leg the same, straighten your back leg so the back fits on the ground. Bring up your arms, breathe in, breathe out, bow forward, whatever that is for you. Catch the floor or your leg or foot. Breathe deeply. So the forward folding practices are a kind of yoga therapy, calming for the nervous system. Just receive that benefit. All you have to do is breathe in the shape. Let your mind be spacious. And breathe deeply one more time. Exhale, relax as much as you can into that forwardness. Inhale, come up. We'll take those poses on the other side, that pigeon variation. So the left knee forward and then the right leg on the inside behind it. Follow your chest to come into forward fold. So you can put your chest on the ground or use your arms to support wherever that right level is for you today. Just let the breathing, the postures have a positive effect. Your body, your practice. Just the right amount of depth of breathing so that it has a positive feeling. And release your exhale. That is ready. Use an inhale to rise back up. Sit up tall and then just keep the legs but twist back. The variation of vrksasana, auspicious. Breathe deeply one more time. Exhale, soften out of that shape and pick up your back leg, reach it out, bring your foot and leg together, reach your arms, breathe in, breathe out, vrksasana, knee head pose. Feel the lengthening in both sides of the lower back. Feel wherever you feel it, but that's what we're targeting here with this position. That's your own experience in your body. Maybe it's the backs of your legs. Just keep it all in that positive range. Forward fold, calming pose. Breathe out one more time. Inhale, coming up, Baddha Konasana. Turn to the front of your mat, bring your feet together. Take your arms back, fingers back. Just lean back into your arms and work your heels together. Open your feet like a book. So be active, creating this pose, pressing the hands, using your brain to open your feet. Press your knees down, whatever that is for you. And then exhale one hand at a time to catch your ankles, tuck your chin, and round your spine forward. So your low back can round, the whole body can round here, whole spine. Really try to reach into that roundness with your breath one more time, like cat pose. Use your breath. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, release your legs. Breathe in and breathe out, slowly go back. So keep your head and your hands forward, tuck your chin, and carefully lower yourself to your back body. Take a moment to arrive on your back, centering your spine and your head. Bring in your feet. Nice and close to the body and a little wide from each other. Head centered. Inhale, lift up. Press your chest comes towards your chin. Head stays centered. So using your feet and your arms, your bandhas. So there's our open feet. There's openness all the way up the legs into the hips, creating strength, energizing. One more breath, give it some energy. And then Breathe out. Enjoy the releasing. Bring your spine back down. Land your hips. Bring in your knees. Bring the knees wide and catch the backs of your knees or your feet or legs. Ananda balasana. Happy baby pose. Bringing your knees down on either side of your torso. A little side to side work can be nice here. Just creating that release on each side. And then trying to find it in the center. Doing the benefits of having the legs inverted, letting the lymph and the blood release down. Exhale here one more time. And then release your legs up into the air. Bring your arms down. Bring your feet away from you until you feel a challenge in your belly. So the low back's trying to stay grounded. Use your tummy. Rest your feet together. And then inhale, bring your feet back up. And cross your right foot in front of your left. And cross your left foot in front of your right. And then release the feet into each other. Bring in your knees. Take them both over to the right side. Keep the knees pretty high for this twist today. And then turn your head away. Use your arms to create the twist. Breathe deeply and relax. Have a moment just to notice how you've been able to connect with your breath, and if you wander away, you just come back to it. So that practice of stilling the mind, we set the mind on a project following the breath. Let's check in with the other side. Release head to center, carefully back to your back body, knees in, over the other way. So keeping the knees high today. Just arrange your body and find your look back. Relax very much, not entirely. So we are creating this shape still, but the mind and the breath can relax. Third one. What can you soften? Your feet, your face. Notice when your next exhale comes and use it to come back to center. Bring in the knees one more time. And then stretch your legs out. Shavasana. Just arranging and letting go. So we have a sense of being open, grounded. With an exhale, open your mouth and just let the breath gush out with a little sound. Repeat if you like. Just letting go. This is letting go pose. Just having a little time with your bliss body, your pranic body. The breath becomes natural at its own pace. What is non-attachment? Non-attachment is letting go of the thoughts and emotions that create suffering. Once you can stop being so attached to your thoughts, you will experience tremendous relief, inner peace, and a pervading sense of joyful well-being. Yogaschitta Nirodha. Yoga is the settling of the mind into stillness. The stillness of the body as you rest. Really just trying to simplify this moment by just being present with it. Soft breath, quiet heart. All the energies resting, increasing your prana. Next time that impulse to breathe in comes, let it stretch deeply through you. And let that exhale fall away with a nice depth as well. This process of releasing your stillness can be your own way. Do you like to swallow? Wiggle your fingers. Reach your arms and legs away from each other. Reach the right side of the body longer than the left. The left side longer than the right. Coming to seated via the side or by sitting up, rocking up. And place your hands back as you come into your easy pose. Just fingers back, easy arms, knee back. So like we did with vrksasana, let's just try that with easy pose to try to have those legs resting open, feet turning upward as we work into our crisscross. And then sitting upright. Let your nervous system register ease. And let's finish with loose fist stacked at our heart center to create reserves of calm energy. You can draw upon the practice at any moment. Feel the earth, feel your breath. And then let your brain bow to whatever you placed in your heart at the beginning of practice. Inhaling deeply. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. We give ourselves gratitude with namaste and honor each other, the community, this tradition, and share those benefits with all beings. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you, Blossom.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Blossom. Thank you, Blossom. That was wonderful.
It was really wonderful.
I'm glad you think so. I'm glad that it was a good experience for you. Thanks for staying so early.